So don't tell me you're the world's worst at taking PADI exams. Am I right? I'm sorry I'm laughing. It's just that I've heard it so many times in the past. People have come to me and they've said, I know you help people take exams, and I know you help people with physics, physiology, etc. But you're not going to be able to help me. I mean, I'm just hopeless. I'm just useless. Uh, I just don't get it. Well, first off is I understand. I know I'm laughing, but I fully understand the problem. I understand the root of the problem as well. I mean, you've probably you've had it explained to you by your instructor. You've read every manual. You've looked in the encyclopedia. You've gone online, and you've tried to find help there, and time and time again, then you sit down and you take an exam, or you take a mock exam, and you go to pieces. I mean, it's not just that psychological fear of, you're being examined, but you just haven't got it. It just hasn't registered with you. And I sort of fully understand why. So what I'm going to do in this video is explain to you a system which is a surefire way to get you out of this circle of, chasing knowledge. It's a once and for all. It's going to put it all to bed, and I know it's going to work. And I'm talking from experience, because when I first became an instructor, it's exactly the system that I use. But I'll explain that a little bit more as I go along. I'm also going to be, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to straight up, I'm not making this video without promoting my online IDC preparation course. I mean, it's on special offer at the moment, so I think it's sort of a no-brainer that you get it. But so let's just have a little look at it and see how I know that it's going to help you. Okay, so here's the program straight out the box. And first of all, I'm just going to ask you to relax. And you can see the subjects over here on the left-hand side that are causing all the problems, physics, physiology, equipment, etc. I just want you to just relax. If you have a look over here on the left-hand side, you can see, like, we've got videos. And I'd like you just to watch the videos and take it easy. Just relax with a cup of coffee, sit back, and just let everything just wash over you. You don't need to take notes. I mean, you can take notes if you feel that maybe, for example, you're watching the video and you just think, well, I am going to be an instructor soon. Maybe I'd like to explain it this way. Maybe you want to make a note of how you're going to use that information in the future. But if it's like the normal note-taking that you do, because you're taking an exam coming up, I mean, just leave your notebook to one side. Just relax and just watch the videos. That's not the point of the system that I'm going to explain to you. I just want you to know where the information is. But here's the crux of it. This is where we're coming to. So when we come down to all of the subjects that are here, we can find that we've got some final mock theory exams. And here is what helped me when I first became an instructor. I mean, it was many, many moons ago now, and I really couldn't pass these exams. In fact, to be honest, I was so badly taught, I didn't really even know that there were exams. And this is, an honest story that I'm telling you now. The night before my instructor exam, I really don't suggest you wait that long, but the night before my instructor exam is when I realized that the next day I would have exams to pass. I was in a sort of a shabby hotel, on my own. There was I didn't have anybody doing the IE with me. And I went to bed really early. It was about 7 o'clock in the evening, and I sort of got into bed with a couple of mock exams, and I had a flask of coffee and I had some sandwiches and stuff. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Here we've got these mock exams. Now, if we come down to mock exam A, I'll open this up here. So we've got mock exam A. Now, this is going to be an exact replica of the exams that you're going to find on your IE. I mean, when I say replica, I mean a replica in format and in content. Not the wording of the questions isn't going to be the same. The idea isn't to tell you what the questions are, but it's just so that you know what you need to study and what you don't. But anyway, let's just have a look. So each of these exams, they have 12 questions. So, for example, physics has got 12 questions, physiology's got 12 questions, equipment's got 12 questions, exactly, just the same as they are on the IE. Now, what I'm suggesting you do is work through these. Now, again, don't stress. The idea isn't really to do well on these exams. That's not the idea. So let me just explain. I want you to go through all of the 60 questions, so 12 in physics, 12 physiology, etc., etc., etc. And then, if you come down here on the right-hand side, we've got the answer key. You can mark your paper. Okay, so you mark all of these on exam A. And if you're anything like me, overall, you might have got something like 60%. Now, or 70%, whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is, you're going to get whatever you get. Now, do not cheer if you've got 100%. Well, actually, if you've got 100%, perhaps you can cheer. But you don't beat yourself up if you've only got 50% or 60%. Do not beat yourself up. The whole idea of this is just to do it. Nothing more, but to do it. Now, what people normally do at this stage is say, oh, well, I was pretty rubbish at exam A. I'm now going to go over and do exam B. Well, that's not what I'm suggesting. What you need to do now is right away go back, like I did, laying in bed on the night before my IE, and do that exam again. I mean, right now. I mean, you know what the answers are, but just do it again without looking at the answers and work through. And after my second time through, I got a few more right. But you know what? I didn't get 100%, nowhere near, even though I'd done the same exam twice. I'd done the same exam 3 times. I'd done the same exam 4 times, and I still did not get 100%. Okay, I was getting quite frustrated now. I mean, after 4 times, I was only getting 2 or 3 questions overall wrong, but I still wasn't getting 100%. And I did mock exam A, well, I only had 2 exams. I didn't have the IDC preparation course, to help me at that stage. But I had these exams, and I did the first exam 5 times before I got all of the answers correct. And some of that was because I just remembered that question 5 was B. I mean, sometimes it was just that. But most of the time, I was beginning to understand the wording of the question. After I'd done it 5 times, and then what I did do then is I went to the next exam. I only had 2 exams, and I went to the second one and worked through that. And by gosh, the first time I worked through it, I got a really high score. It wasn't 100%. I mean, it was over 75%, which I was happy with, but it wasn't 100%. I did the exam twice. I did the exam 3 times, and on the fourth time I did it, I got 100%. So, the next day, of course, I went to the PADI instructor exams. I took the exams, and I passed with very high scores. Now, that was just one evening's work, and it took me from 0 to hero. Really, just one evening's work. And I'm guessing the amount of hours was, I don't know, a couple of 3 hours. I'm not too sure exactly how much. And that's a true story. So I don't know if you get the system now. So what I'm asking you to do is do mock exam A to death. I mean, I don't care if it takes you 8 times, but work through it 8 times or however many times to get 100%. Once you get 100%, move on to B. Once you do B, you might take 4 or 5 goes before you get 100%, and then you get to exam C, and then you do those, and you begin to realise that these exams aren't that different. I mean, 100% in all of the exams. There are 5 mock exams. So what's that? 300 questions. The wording is absolutely unique in each one. But the topics and the subjects, of course, they become very familiar and you start getting used to it. So you not only start getting used to the wordings of the questions and what answers really are being looked for, but you're also getting used to reading questions and ticking a box. And this really does help with exam nerves as well. So it's like you're getting lots and lots and lots of benefits from working through this. I know it's going to help you. And I know it's going to put to bed, the frustrations of going around in circles of trying to find where to learn this information from. there's only one person that can teach you, and that's yourself. And this is a surefire way of you getting those results. So I'll see you on the other side on the IDC preparation course. See you then. Bye bye.